86 billion. There are 86 billion neurons in our brain. There are 86 billion neurons between our 2 ears. So it makes sense to care about them, right? But we actually don't. And experts believe that our modern lifestyle is making us much dumber, slower, and less creative. What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, my name is Mano, and today in this video we will see 5 habits which you should drop immediately if you are following them on daily basis. So without further ado, let's start the video. The first brain damaging habit is that we consume a lot of information on daily basis, and it is said that in today's day and age, in this information era, we normal human beings consume around 34 GB of data and information per day, which is quite a lot by the way. And it is no wonder that this particular habit of ours is affecting our brain severely. And on a given day, we will be reading a lot of information online. We will be reading books, blog posts, emails, newsletters, and many other things. Also, we will be watching online classes, listening to music, listening to online videos on YouTube. So we are engaged in a world where we are digitally engaged in a lot of information. We are collecting a lot of information within ourselves. The information input of ours has increased significantly over the past decade, and that's one of the reasons why our brain is getting damaged. Our brain is not ready to collect all this information. And the interesting thing is that in today's day and age, we can't live without information. We have to consume a lot of information. We have to be if that is when we can be relevant in the field which we are in. And one of the things which we can help our brain to recover is to take break from all the things which we do. And by break which I mean that complete break from all the work which you do, and enjoy the time. And you can give your brain some time to organize all the information which you are collected over a period of time in certain places which you can remember. And now people are also suggesting us to take breaks in bi-weekly, so which is like you can take break on Wednesdays and Sundays, which will improve your productivity and it can help your brain to recover faster. The second one is blasting out loud music. You all love to listen to music, right? And it is proved that music improves our focus and productivity while we are doing some tasks. And I've made a separate video on how music affects our brain, how it affects our brain positively and negatively as well, and how we can use it to our advantage to be more productive. Link to that will be in the description below, also in the cards above. Go check it out. And the thing over here is that music always gets better when we increase the volume. I mean,
a favorite song or a music, it definitely sounds better at higher volume. But I think we have to think twice or thrice or multiple times before we doing it.
Because increase in volume can significantly affect our brain as well as our ears as well. So we have to give it a thought before we try to increase the volume. So what is the best approach to know whether we are listening to audio or any songs or music at the right volume? So that's the technique, and the technique is to hold your headphones at your arm's length, and if you can listen to the audio which you are listening to, then it's a sign that you have to reduce the volume. So try this method. If it works, you can use it to your advantage and figure out what's the perfect volume for the audio or songs which you are listening to. The third one is choose the content which you consume wisely. You can easily tell about a person with the type of content which they consume. For example, let's say reality shows, and because reality shows are quite famous all around the world, not just in India. And let's say you are consuming reality shows, watching reality show videos over a period of time on daily basis, and it definitely has subconscious effect on you. And you will be naturally drawn towards a particular character in that show, and you will act as if the character is doing. And this is something which happens to you without you even noticing it. And it's not just with reality shows, it's with every other content which you consume. It is with every blog post which you read, it is with every YouTube video which you watch. And for example, let's say you're watching YouTube videos of MKBHD a lot, so you will be automatically drawn towards knowing more about the technology around you, knowing more about the device which you have, knowing more about the specs which the device which you have. So this is something which happens to us without we even noticing it. So it is always a wise idea to consume your content choose the content which you consume wisely. Never multitask. Our brain is not made to multitask. Our brain cannot focus on multiple things at the same time. It is always a better idea to stay away from multitasking. And a juggler might feel like he's focusing on multiple balls at the same time. All the balls are revolving in his hands at the same time, but actually he's just focusing on one ball at a time, and he's shifting his focus from one ball to the other as the balls move around his hands. And this is how a juggler's mind works. They can't focus on all the balls at the same time. There are studies showing that multitasking constantly can make you waste your time more than you use them productively. And there are also studies showing that multitasking cuts off your creativity and drains your energy much faster. And this is one of the reasons why you should always stay away from multitasking. And one of the remedy to stay away from multitasking is to choose one particular task which you have to do at the given moment and do that properly. Put your focus and attention on that particular task and do that properly with excellence. In my previous video, I discussed about this multitasking in detail. If you haven't already, go check it out. Link to that will be in the description below. The last and the final one is too much consumption of sugar. You want it or not, sugar is there in most of the food which you eat. And sugar is the culprit if you are feeling very lazy or sleepy after a good night's sleep. And it's your body's way of saying that it doesn't need any more sugar. And there are also studies showing that too much consumption of sugar will cut off the nutrition absorption of your body, especially the absorption of proteins. So it is always a better idea to stay low on sugar. And that's it for me today. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel, and share this video with as many people as you know. And I will see you guys next one. Bye bye.